Once in a quiet mountain village, there lived a wise Zen master named Shinsei, known for his profound wisdom and serene demeanor. Many sought his guidance, but his teachings were often given in stories that left the listener to find the deeper truth. One day, a young seeker named Haru arrived at the master's humble temple. "Master," he said, "I wish to understand myself. What are the most important things I must know?" The master smiled and gestured for Haru to follow him. They walked in silence until they reached a small, serene pond that reflected the sky like a perfect mirror. The master knelt down beside it, pointed to the water, and said, "Look into the pond. What do you see?" "I see my face, master," Haru replied. "That is the first mirror, the reflection of your strengths. You must know what is visible and clear about yourself. Your skills, your talents, your gifts. These are what the world will see first in you." Haru nodded, and the master stood, leading him into the nearby forest. After some time, they reached a clearing, where the wind gently whispered through the trees. Shinsei stopped and said, "Now close your eyes. What do you feel?" Haru listened. He could feel the warmth of the sun, the rustling leaves, and the ground beneath his feet. "I feel the earth, the wind, the warmth of the sun. This is the second mirror," the master explained. "It reflects your values, the things you cannot see but always feel. They guide you silently, like the wind, shaping your choices and giving you purpose. You must always stay connected to what you value most." After a moment of silence, they walked further until they came across a waterfall. The sound of the rushing water filled the air. The master stood beside the waterfall, pointing to the relentless flow. "And what do you hear now?" "The sound of the water, roaring and endless." "Like this waterfall," Shinsei said. "The third mirror reflects your passions, the unstoppable energy that moves you, drives you, makes you feel alive. You must know what ignites your spirit and follow it without fear." The two then returned to the temple. The master led Haru to a large, empty room with only a single mirror hanging on the wall. "Now look into this mirror," Shinsei instructed. Haru looked and saw his reflection again, but this time he noticed the imperfections: tired eyes, a scar on his cheek, and the uncertainties hidden in his gaze. The master placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "This is the fourth mirror, the reflection of your weaknesses. It shows you the parts of yourself you may not wish to see. The flaws, the doubts, the limits. You must accept them, for without seeing your weaknesses, you cannot grow. But remember, these are not meant to be hidden or feared. They are the starting point of your deeper understanding." The young seeker stood in silence, absorbing the lesson. "Master," Haru finally said, "how do I carry these four mirrors with me in life?" The Zen master smiled gently and replied, "You do not carry them. You become them. Knowing your strengths, you act with confidence. Guided by your values, you live with purpose. Fueled by your passions, you create and thrive. And by acknowledging your weaknesses, you grow humble and wise." And so, Haru left the temple, not with burdens to carry, but with a clearer understanding of himself, his path now illuminated by the four mirrors. To know yourself deeply, recognize your strengths, be guided by your values, follow your passions, and embrace your weaknesses. Only then can you walk the path of wisdom and fulfillment.